Okay, in this one we're presented with a table of data about MPs in the House of Commons. We read that through carefully so you know what it means, but it turns out we're going to be estimating probabilities. So we have here the probability question. We can see at first glance it's nothing like a binomial distribution question, therefore the other question on the paper that may look like a probability question is probably the binomial. That's worth clocking now. For this question itself, this first part, A, we have 5 different probabilities to work out, which simply consists of finding the number in this category and dividing it or expressing it as a fraction over the relevant total. So for the first one, we've got to find out how many male Conservatives there are, and then this is any MP at random, so the relevant total is the total number of MPs. So we have to count up the number of males in that one and the number of Liberal Democrats in that one. But for part 4, we've got a conditional probability. Now, we're given the MP was female, so we can ignore all the data in the table except for the data relating to females. So we're simply looking at the numbers in this row. We need to find the number of Labour MPs in that row and divide by the total, which is the total number of females. And similarly in part 5, this time we're only interested in the data in the table where the MP is not Labour, so we've again got a restricted total that we'll be dividing by. In the next part, part B, we're selecting 2 female MPs for an inquiry, and we want them both to be female. So we want both, they're both female, we want both of those females to be Labour. So the first probability you need is that the first MP you pick from the females will be a Labour MP. So that probability you've already done. But then we're picking a second female MP, and the first one is used up. So we need to adjust the numbers in the table. This is sampling without replacement. So if we've selected a Labour female already, we'll have 1 fewer Labour MPs, female MPs, and 1 fewer female in total. So the second probability, the probability of the second one being Labour, will be slightly different from the first one. And then we want both of those MPs to be female, so you need to multiply the 2 probabilities. Then in part C, same again, except now there are various different cases. We're now selecting 3 MPs one after the other, and we need 1 to be Labour and 1 to be a Conservative, exactly 1 in each case, so therefore the third one is going to be something else. So you could do the probability the first is Labour, and then the second is Conservative, and then the third is someone else. Again, sampling without replacement. So after you've eliminated a Labour MP from the total, the Conservative one, who you're having second, the same number of Conservatives, but the total number will have gone down by 1. But that's only one case. Labour, Conservative, something else is one of several possible orders you could get the MPs in. You need to allow for all of those orders. And if in doubt, you can actually write out 6 separate probability calculations and total up the answers. There is a shortcut, but you don't have to take it. Working out all the cases separately and individually will do the trick.